welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and tonight we're going to do something a little different. In the past, I think I mentioned I had cleaned the linen closet and found a bunch of blankets, and I guess not a bunch of blankets, a couple of blankets that I have that my grandmother and my great-grandmother had made. They were both talented crocheters, and my grandmother did name a craft and she did it. And she was a wonderful baker, and she like professionally decorated cakes and things like that. So she always had sugar roses that she had handmade above the fridge to give us kids. So I had mentioned not knowing what to do with them and thought maybe once I get the craft room reorganized, I could display them. A couple people had expressed some interest in seeing them. So this is what we're doing today. I have 3 blankets from my grandmother and 1 from my great-grandmother. And what's interesting is with the crochet ones, I guess I should say, my grandmother did not knit. These are from my paternal grandmother. My maternal grandmother is the one who taught me to knit, and she only knit. I do not have anything that she made. But I am not going to show you knit first. I have a little quilt she cross-stitched for me that I had forever. I have no memory of not having this blanket. And I am surprised it is in as good a shape as it is. And this was all hand done. So she even hand did the little binding there. So it is a little cross-stitch Bambi blanket. Oh, well, who knows how old that stain is. But there it is. Look at that, all that, those little X's, just the border there. So there we go. Then we got a little fox, a little flower. Look at it. Okay, so this has many memories in it. Not crocheted, but still hand done. I don't know how she did it, because it looks like it was like the quilting doesn't go over the stitches, but not all of the stitches show through on the back. So I have no idea how she did it, but I mean, I guess she could have somehow wiggled, like had pre-quilted fabric and then wiggled the stitches through, but no, no, thank you. I love it. I think the colors have just maintained through the years too, which is so astounding to me. And then I have this one. This was the baby blanket that she made for me. I do know. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. This was not made by my mother, my grandmother. That was great-grandma. So my whole childhood is blown. It's blown. This one I know is my grandmother. So I guess I have one blanket my grandma made. And I mean, like, this is, it looks like I could have made this, you know? Like how eternal is just a zigzag ripple 100% acrylic Afghan. So there you go. And I don't know. I mean, the colors even. Look at how crazy this is. This is one that I do know wasn't mine, but my parents had it forever. And when I moved out, Mom was like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah. I mean, look at how the color pooling worked even then. Like before, maybe even there was planned pooling. Like all down there. That's crazy. So this just looks to me like all single crochets, but on the edge. What kind of border did she do? Oh, it's just a little like cluster with a chain to just even out the edge to make it straight. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like she just did. No, is that... So on the sides here, I can see that's not a border. I don't think. No, that's just her turning chain. Okay, that is just a turning chain. That is not a border. And it looks like to me here at this end, she just did slip stitches there. And then let's see. Doesn't look like she did any slip stitches or border here. That's crazy. Nice. Okay. So this is the one my grandma made. Now we have two from my great-grandma because it's labeled right here. It's got her name on it and everything. So here, it looks like it's, I'm not super good with my stitches. I think this might be Harlequin. And it looks like she used a shinier yarn, kind of an off-white, and a pink, white, and blue, probably variegated, and alternated that through. Look at that. And she had her, even then she had pre-printed tags made to sew into her garments and things she made. Crazy. I don't know why. So yeah, this is the blanket I always remember having this blanket. I mean, it is pilled. I should try to maybe clean it up. There's a bunch of pilling. Oh, it's not really showing through. That's nice. But yeah, it's been well used and well loved. And then I got the fancy one that great grandma made. Oh, this one hasn't been out of the bag in probably years. Okay, this was made in 1982. And oops. It is probably twin-sized rose granny squares. I mean, I think you can find tutorials for this granny square on many a channel. But there it is. It's that same square with kind of a, I call them shells. Could be a fan. Like I said, I'm not super sure on my stitch terminology yet. Oh, it's heavy. It's so heavy. But I can tell, I can feel it. It's all acrylic. It looks. So what I don't know is, I thought thought some of the yarn looked like maybe it had faded. Like here, right here, she must have run out. Yeah, I can see right here where she wove it in. So she had lost at her game of yarn chicken and just had to finish some of the border in this kind of grayish color. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? Well, that's all I really have for you. I hope you enjoyed this kind of nostalgic look at how little crochet has changed through the years. I mean, this blanket, she literally dated it 1982 on her little tag. So, yeah, I mean, how classic some of these designs are that we're still making today. That astounds me, and how well acrylic stands up to the years. This one, the rose one, I know was not used. It was always kept special. So that's why I thought this was the only one from Great Grandma, because this one I remember using the heck out of. And this one was always on the back of the couch. And this one, I mean, you can see the stains. That's not crochet, but that one was used quite a bit. Do you guys have any family heirloom blankets that you guys are still hanging on to, or, you know, sharing, displaying? I think I need a blanket ladder. Well, first I need to get the shelves up in here so I can get some of these boxes taken care of. But anyway, I'm sorry. I will see you tomorrow. This is your last hurrah to get in on the 750 milestone giveaway. I'll draw that tomorrow evening. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.